Getting a couple things ready. All right, we are officially live. Welcome back, everyone. We are back with another live stream. See on coalition coefficient. Or nothing that the radar is catching. So we're looking at this dot right here. That's our tornado. It's a confirmed tornado on the ground right now. Confirmed. This is in Texas. Done. Hallway, Texas. I was going to say New Texas, but there's no such thing as New Texas. It's Texas. A really tight rotation on the storm. Yo, Nugget, how you doing? So 823. When was the coalition coefficient? 822. I'm going to do this in risk of my stream getting copyrighted. It's worth it. I can only show for a couple of seconds. That's the tornado on the ground right now. I can only show it for a couple of seconds of risk of copyright, but that is the tornado on the ground. So it's doing damage. Oh, hey, Scottish Tart. How you doing? Yeah. Can you hear music in the background at all? Or am I... Can anyone hear music in the background, or is it just me? Yeah, it's pretty... All right, well, I'm gonna have to go bother my sister to turn that thing down. So that's a risk of copyright. That means I'm gonna have to edit this whole section out. It's gonna be deleted. All right. But you guys are hearing me okay, right? My mic is good. All right. Yeah, it is a lot of red. These are so it's here's current radar. So we are getting hail with this storm. The other part you were seeing was velocity. Velocity just measures the storm, and then the other, I don't remember the other it does. I know it measures the storm. I know we use it to see if there's tornadic activity. Let's see if the other storms are. Another storm that has a tornado warning in Texas. See if I can get. It's north of Melvin. There's nothing on correlation coefficient, so that's a good sign for debris. But you got a really big hail core. I can't say big, but it's tiny. But it's still there to do some damage. No, I mean, I'm not a meteorologist. I'm just a weather enthusiast. I'm not in school right now. This is just a hobby I like doing. Looks like the tornado has uplifted for now. Let's hope it stays that way. We don't want to see any more damage. Just west of Rule, we have a severe thunderstorm warning. I'd say meteorology, though, studying that thing, there's a lot of science. It's got science written all over it, but it's a very big, like, it's a lot. It's really hard to do. So the severe thunderstorm warning has just been extended. Right now, I'm looking at this storm, and there might be nothing going on at the moment, but it's got a hook on that storm that I'm looking at. It's rain wrapped, but it's not a tornado right now. The velocity is not showing anything for that to happen. But that could change, though. There's a big weather difference. The cold front is somewhere up in here, because you have temperatures that are 78 and you have 92. There's a big difference. Right now, we are getting to a bad part of the radar. All right. Like the storm is trying to curl up again. Doesn't look that intense, but it's still there. I'll be right back. I gotta take care of something. Took care of that. Trying to see what the storm is going to do. On the edge of the storm, there's a lot of wind. Sometimes when you get the bright green or bright red for velocity, it usually means there's a lot of wind. What's scary now? So you have two areas concern. So you got the main storm, and then you got this hail core. Just gonna say this: we are at 127 subscribers. We are we are 3 away from 130. We did smash the goal of 6 likes for today. Meant to say 5. You can tell I'm really tired. So I'm just, blaring stuff right out of my mouth. Yeah. It's gonna get kind of hard to see the storm. When you start to get in here, you're gonna see this hole. That's gonna be that hole. Wow. I'm trying to figure out how to turn on. So I want to see for the subscribers, every new subscriber, I want to give them a shout out. I'm having this issue where my notifications aren't popping up. We're only 2 away from 130 subscribers. Oh, there's my dog. Yeah, mega train dog. I want to see if there's any other storms. That might be the general location of all these storms right now at the moment. I think you got a special weather statement in Oklahoma. Looks like this storm, this little mini storm, is just getting pulled in by the big storm. Looks like we do have tornado damage from that other storm. Currently watching Vince Wodelli, Storm Chaser. Either Brandon Kopic or Vince Wodelli or Wodelli. I don't think we have a Captain Hook yet. The storm is working on it, though. Very large hail. We have 3-inch diameter hail, 3.2 inch, all up in this hail core, with worst hail being over here, over in that circle. Yes, they do. Let's look at our hail probability. So we got a pretty high hail probability. We have a 30% chance of large hail today. What do we got down here?
You guys think you can test this out?
We mostly just have hail with these storms. We're not seeing any rotation. This is a really good sign. Now that could change though going into the night. Like this storm is trying to go for round 2. So now we're seeing like a really high hail core. There's a lot of wind to. I didn't mean to draw a face like that, but I can say is that there's a lot of hail up in here. There's a lot of hail over here. I'm trying to say there's hail everywhere in that little circle that I just drew. What I can say is that we'll have more live streams. This is it next week. There's some. Well, I know 5 days from now there's a marginal risk for severe weather. It's basically going to be in the same area of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. Just waiting for the next scan. So we're just waiting for the next scan. This is old data. This is 2-minute old data, 3-minute old data. Depending on what the National Weather Service is going to do, they're going to either allow this tornado warning to expire, or they're going to put a new one down, a new tornado warning box. All right, this would be bad if this tornado keeps on going. I'm sorry, if the storm puts a tornado in impact. That's just not going to be good. I mean, it would sound like tornado hit impact. The town of Texas impact. Still a pretty good massive hill core. All right, I'm going to show you some tornado damage. All rights go to Vince Wadelli. I got to show this for a quick second. So that's our tornado damage from that last storm. So they have done what they might do. They've extended the tornado warning for 2.75 inch diameter hail. So there's a lot of hail with the storm. Look at that hail core. That's a massive hail core. I'm just trying to see if what the storm wants to do is it going to hook or is it just going to collapse in on itself? I gotta say, this is really amazing. You know, having 6 people watching me do weather, that's amazing. I never thought that would actually happen. Thank you, everyone, for the support. This is the only tornado warned storm at the moment. So the storm's still showing rotation through velocity. So, okay, a new severe thunderstorm warning was just issued. We're just waiting for the next scan, next radar scan. It's 2 minutes old data. Now we're starting to see a hook. There we go. There's that hook on smooth radar. There's anyone in this city. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I really have no idea. Is it a Biolen? I think I said that wrong. But if there's anyone in that town, just take shelter. Because this thing could go on the ground at any moment. Looks like impact is going to be impacted with hail. Yeah, this thing is getting ready to put down another tornado. And if it does, we'll see a debris ball in coalition coefficient. It is Abilene. All right, thank you. Abilene. I was thinking about ambulance, but those are two different spelled words. But Abilene, yeah. Yes. You can tell I'm really, really tired, so. I remember, keep the stream family friendly. No swear words, no nothing. Yeah, I've seen, like, oh, there's another one. I'm trying to think of one. There's an old, there's one called, I know it's not a movie, but it's called Gunsmoke. Now that's a really good classic right there. We're not going to call it old. We're going to give it a classic name, just the classics. Yeah. Good thing is that there's no debris signature through coalition coefficient, so that's a good sign. This upper storm could intensify and drop one down. But we just gotta see what the storm has has for plans. Oh, there's anyone in North Abilene right now. There's really no tornado. It's just going to be a threat. Is it Hamby? This town name? Hamby. So if there's anyone there, you're going to be getting pelted with hail in a little bit. I would suggest go to shelter. Don't watch this thing come in. Looks like the storm's going to impact. Not much of a velocity signature anymore, so that's a good sign. One tornado warning so far for now. Since this is not doing it, it's going to start to push another leg down. They shrunk the tornado warning down. Impact is not going to get impacted by a tornado, but it will get impacted by hail damage for impact. Yeah, impact. Well, the storm's going to go impact, do some hail damage to impact. It's got to be a standard normal town. I was gonna see what the storm's gonna be trying to do. It might throw a hook. I can tell you that Abilene Regional Airport is in shelter. Or at least they have no choice but to get the shelter because they take that pretty seriously in a airport. If there's anyone in Clyde, Texas right now, just be careful and watch the storm. Because if there's anyone here in Clyde, and let's say you're in a mobile home, I would try to get out of there and go this way. Wow. We need one subscriber left to hit 130 subscribers. Back for a few. All right, welcome back. Looks like Impact is going to get big hail for Impact. So we're starting to see a hail core form. I didn't see anything. We can check right now, though. Sorry about the lag, everyone. You do have a couple of thunderstorms in the what is it, north west. It's like coming tonight, maybe around 12, 1, or 2. There's going to be some rain coming in the area. Rain and thunderstorms. That's my prediction. Now, I could be wrong. Let's try to predict when this stuff will come into play. It's like we are seeing some 4-inch diameter hail readings. That's insane. 4 inches for hail. All right, so we are seeing another velocity. That was a really bad circle. A little big circle, but we get the point. You're up north above Greenwood. So like would you say like in Indianapolis, like in that city? The storm's got a pretty good shelf cloud on it. Heading towards Henderson and Evansville. Storm will have some hail, like teeny bits of hail. I'm gonna say that all this junk probably be near Indianapolis. It's probably gonna be around that, maybe 12 to 2 o'clock. Well, shelf clouds are just like the before a storm. It's usually a dry line that forms. So all I can say is that impact is being impacted by hail. It's no surprise we saw that coming from far away. This storm is trying. All right. So all of this right here, what you're seeing, these little bits, those are not storms. They're just like radar tower stuff. I was going to say something not friendly, but we're not going to go there. How old is this data? So this is 2-minute old data, radar data. I'm going to keep the radar like this. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So we have another tornado warning that has just been issued. And you can see that hook. Sorry. Yeah, if there's anyone in Clyde or is it Baird, you have an opportunity to leave the area. If you're in a mobile home or something else like that. Looks like we just had a update for radar. Probably happened a while ago. Slammed my knee into my desk. We're at 130 subscribers. Thank you everyone so much for that achievement. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you everyone so much for that achievement. We're only 5 subscribers away from 135 subscribers. I'm so prone to doing that, slamming my knee into my desk. I'm 6'3". I'm tall. And, I always get that opportunity to slam something into a desk. Yeah. I was trying to see how the storm's gonna go. I mean, it could be like a straight line wind event. And it's getting towards the radar tower too, so it's gonna be distorted. I know we're seeing. Well, we were seeing that. Storm's gonna get all distorted pretty soon. The storm does look like it is starting to curve again. This tornado warning is probably going to be allowed to expire. So I don't see anything happening. All I see is hail. Looks like we are trying to see a hook. That was a really bad drawing. Sorry if the not a lot going on right now. We're just trying to see what the storm's just going to be doing. there's anyone in Clyde right now, try to take shelter because this storm will have hail. We're seeing hail lines from 2 inches to 2.2 inches. It's still a lot. Thank you. Thank you for 131 subscribers. We are just 4 away from 135. I'm trying to figure out a way so I can update it so we can have like promotions for whoever has subscribed. Like I don't know what that word is called. Is it like a call out, like a like a shout out? That's what I meant to say. Shout out. All right, just note this: if there's any inappropriate names that are, it's going to be an insta ban because we're trying to keep this family friendly. Thank you for all the likes, everyone. It really means a lot. A for effort, though. This storm is really trying. Looks like the tornado warning has been expired, and they have issued a hail, severe thunderstorm warning for hail for 2.inch diameter and 60-mile-an-hour winds. But tornado still could happen. There's still a high chance that it could happen. Scottish Tart, I'm going to add you as a moderator. You've been to a lot of my streams, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. this tornado warning is probably going to be allowed to expire. Looks like the severe thunderstorm has just changed direction. It's heading this way. Set it down. Could be wrong too. I mean, there's just a lot of radar distortion. Right when you get to this tower, there's going to be a lot of radar distortion. Because there's electric rays being shot out to measure the clouds, and then the electric ray gets shot back to the radar tower. That's how the radar measurement comes in. Yeah, that's a tornado warning has expired, or the National Weather Service has issued that expire. Oh, we're at 132 subscribers. Thank you everyone for subscribing and leaving a like on this live stream. I was going to say video, but this is a live stream. We're almost at 300 views for this live stream so far today. There's a term called stream sniping. If you don't know what that means, stream sniping is where you try to go find a streamer either in a game or in real life with their location. If I really wanted to, if there was anyone in this area, there's some storm chasers down here for Abilene. I know it can be really boring right now, but this is the storm that is kind of doing the magic. We're starting to see a little bit more hail up in the storm. There's no town name near it. have some more hailstorms, and a lot of wind with these storms. So we're seeing two pretty good velocity signatures in Brady, Texas, and Richard Springs, Texas, with almost 100% humidity. Thank you everyone so much. We're at 133 subscribers. We're 2 more from that goal of 135. The red numbers, if you can see those right there, that is the temperature outside. And then the green number, 64 degrees, is the dew point. Oh, at 134 subscribers. We're 1 away from 135. There is a lot of wind with these storms. 135. Thank you so much. Thank you so much everyone for subscribing. We're at 135 subscribers. Yes, purple is light hail. Yeah, you're welcome. Wow. Thank you everyone so much. We're currently at 136 subscribers. We are 4 away from 140. I the goal for this month is 150 subscribers. So we'll smash that goal if we hit that goal. But I'm not going to celebrate too early. Celebrating too early can lead to instant karma. What's our velocity? I'm going to try to figure out a way on how to show new subscriber. I'm going to try to give everyone like a shout out. It's just going to pop up on the screen for like every new subscriber. There we go. Oh, that's not what I... see what... I'm going to see what tomorrow's forecast outlook is. Looks like there is another slight risk for severe weather in Texas. But let me show that because I know. So for tomorrow's outlook, we do have a slight risk of severe weather in Texas. Then we have a marginal risk in Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, and little bits of Missouri and Iowa. Turn that off so my thing doesn't lag and crash. seeing a really good hailstorm down here. I mean, it looks like it's being done, but near is it Junction with a 2-inch in diameter hail now at 1.5-inch diameter hail. You are? Oh, that's terrible. I hope you do recover like at a full, like I'm trying to say, like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I hope you are fine, you know. And it's, you know, a terrible thing that it happened. That storm near Clyde, Texas is probably only going to be a wind event, and it's going to be a thunderstorm too as well. But oh, if these tornadoes or any of these, I'm going to circle these. If any one of those storms produce a tornado, it's going to be rain wrapped. That means it's going to be impossible to see. If this and feeds into the storm, we're going to have issues. That means a tornado will be very possible. Probably the next 2-3 scans from now, we're going to know what this line is going to do. Because once that line starts feeding into the storm, it's basically going to be a ticking time bomb for that storm to produce a tornado. That's a dry line forming. Or if it reaches out to the storm in, is it Eden? The storm could either branch out to the storm or branch out to the storm. You can already see that velocity signature south of Brady. That is not what I wanted to draw. Kind of looked like the Death Star there. We're really starting to get a good hook. Yeah. Yeah, it does look like a really bad storm. You got your hook. Right. Dry lines performs. You'll get that hooked up into the storm to produce that tornado. We are almost at 100% humidity. So these storms are really going to fire up. That storm in Eden. Right here is really starting to fire up. Now you're really starting to get that hook. So is it southwest of Brady? Looks like they have just expired those severe thunderstorm warnings. Not as tight as it was before. If anyone's confused, we're watching this area right here on velocity and on reflectivity, which is normal radar. We are getting to a radar hole for velocity. The normal radar that everyone sees would be something that looks like that. Whenever you see a hook start to form like this, it's typically never a good sign to see in a thunderstorm, because then you're going to get near a tornado. The nearest radar scan was just done now at 10:17 p.m. I'm in Eastern time. Velocity was done about 4 minutes ago. So now it's done. It was still done a minute ago. We might get a tornado over here. You're really getting a tight velocity rotation. In Richard Springs, Texas. There's no debris signature, so that's a good sign. Remember, even though those things are cool to see, we don't want them to happen. So we have 5 severe thunderstorm warnings and 2 special weather statements. So here are the severe thunderstorm warnings. We got one for Fort, Texas, Wellburger, Texas. Is it Hardyman, Texas? They're all under a severe thunderstorm warning for 1.25 inch diameter hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Looks like another one was just issued. Actually, special weather statement was just issued for Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning for Coleman, Texas. Then We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Taylor, Texas, Callahan, Texas, Jones, Texas, um, Shackleford, Texas, for 1.7-inch diameter hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. And we have for Ford, Texas, and Knox, Texas. We have for the hail is getting 1.5-inch diameter and 60-mile-an-hour winds. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning for Lincoln, Texas, which is 1.25-inch diameter hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. The reason why these are not severe thunderstorm warned right now is the Special Weather Service, the National Weather Service, has a special criteria for these storms. In order to make them severe thunderstorm, they have to follow a special criteria. Yes, it would. It would at least do damage. There we go. I'm gonna see what this other radar tower is. All right, well, that's a big hole right there. That's really not gonna help us. What's scary is you can kind of see the rotation in the radar here. I know it's laggy on everyone else's screen. It might be a little bit. You can kind of see like the pixels moving in a little circle or rotating. All right, 9 alerts so far. So there's 4 special weather statements and 5 severe thunderstorm warnings. Kind of do. We'll go back to the Brady storm. Yeah, this one is being distorted by radar, the radar tower. Just hail. This is not a tornado up here. I did want to point out that this is going to be a very good wind event. My thing had slided out. This would be a very good wind event. It's heading towards Elmer, Oklahoma. I'm gonna go back out to those other unwarned severe. I mean, I call them severe thunderstorm warnings, but I know the National Weather Service is. You can see how this storm is starting to break. Like a special weather statement was just issued for the Brady storm. We're at 16 likes. Thank you everyone for liking the stream and subscribing to the channel. We're about 3 away from 140 stars. Yeah, it looks like it is closing up more. And if it does, it should just collapse back in. If it does that, it's just going to be a damaging wind. It's going to be a windy storm. But as if it cycles through, it'll just be, and we'll just keep on doing that. It'll probably keep on cycling through. Looks like the National Weather Service has just issued a special weather statement for this big storm. I mean, they're really cool to see on radar, like tornadoes, but we don't want them to happen. It's not a good thing when it happens. Looks like the storm is cycling. So you can kind of see, I'm going to smooth the radar. You can kind of see how this thing is cycling. Look at a cycle, it's turning, the storm is turning, rotating. It looks like it's going back up, like up. You know how it was like kind of like a, you know what, I'm going to do this in a different. Because you can kind of see here, we thought that everything was just going to go back up. Then when it cycles, through, so you can kind of see the rotating cloud. A lot of lightning with these storms tonight. They're Richard Springs, Texas, and south of Texas. If this thing is trying to tornado out, if that is a hook, then it is rain wrapped. Storm, though, south of Brady has been moving slowly. Looks like the amount of severe thunderstorms that are decreasing. Abilene? There was a storm that came through there. It was this storm that is in Clyde and Baird. I go a little bit far. So what happened about 2 hours and 18 minutes ago? There was a storm north of is it Halle? I probably pronounced that wrong. This one did produce a tornado. And it did give hail damage to impact. Now, during Abilene, if there was a tornado, it would have been right here. There just wasn't anything on the screen. Even though there was a tornado warning, it wasn't confirmed, so it was an unconfirmed tornado. Cyclone? All right. And now that storm right now, it's basically dissipating. Well, it's kind of near that radar tower, so it's kind of like it's going to be a radar hole or distortion pretty soon. Well, I mean, there already is with the storm. Yeah. I know some storms that went through Iowa. It had to be like a week ago. Those were really bad. There's nothing right now. Looks like they just issued a special weather statement for Joliet, Illinois. This is going to do that 75 frames, so I only want 7. Yeah, it was a terrible thing that happened. This is really, really terrible for Oklahoma. You want to look at this Oklahoma storm. Speaking of Oklahoma. All right, so we're not, that's not good. Yeah. Got a really strong inflow with this thunderstorm up here near Warwick, Oklahoma. Just northeast of Oklahoma City. Yeah, I really hope no more damage comes. There's just been a lot of damage that's been done recently. Yeah, I mean, it's very sad to happen. I mean, it just sucks. There's nothing that they can do. I mean, they live in these towns here. They try to hide in shelter, and then their home gets destroyed. They become homeless, and it's just a real terrible thing. Yeah. Sometimes the National Weather Service they don't warn storms. Sometimes they're really extremely short staffed. So I'm pretty sure they code out these boxes. I don't think they draw them. And it has to go through like some processing stage and then they just issue it out. So I don't think they draw them. I know some people say they draw them. I don't think they do. I have never looked it up. Yeah, it would be a. Sometimes there are things called radar holes, and it's a hole in radar, and you can't see radar. Some of these are like automated warnings. An F1? Yeah. still a terrible thing to happen. We're at 20 likes and 139 subscribers. Thank you everyone so much for subscribing and liking the stream. Sometimes Doppler does, sometimes they don't. All these storms are being downgraded to special weather statement. Wow, we just hit that goal of 140 subscribers. Thank you everyone so much. Yeah, you're welcome. See, like this, for example. That's not a good sign. Yeah. Yeah, give me one moment. Yeah, that's what I've heard, is that other people say that it sounds like a freight train. They might tornado warn the storm up in Oklahoma here. I hope they don't, but they might need to in order to warn these people if this thing does turn out to be. You were in one? Yeah, I can go down to. We're gonna come back to. We're gonna come back to this one. There was a lot of lightning. It had to be loud because whenever the temperature is warmer outside, the louder the thunder. The colder the temperature is outside, the less loudness of the thunder. There's College Station now. There is nothing right now. Taller than the. Yeah, I mean, usually if there's metal on the ground or something like that, lightning will likely make contact. Yeah, it's a lightning storm, damaging lightning storm. It's telling you that you don't want to be outside during that thing. So the College Station, that was it. The radar tower is operated by students, so it's not currently active right now. Oh yeah, yeah. It's usually when the warmer the temperature is, the louder the I was gonna say lightning, but you can't hear lightning. The louder the thunder is. We're at a yeah. See, when storms do this, it's typically never a good sign. So you got the hail core right there. You have this, and then you have this other side line. There's nothing on velocity. Velocity could be old. Let me see what the time stamps are. Yeah, 10:52. Oh yeah. It's like with the wind speed, it's your house is like durable, more durable than a car. Severe flash flood watch. That means there's a lot of rain in the area. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see any rain in the area for College Station. I mean, only the rain I see is this stuff. The reason why it could be also it's a severe flash flood watch is that all the streams are water has to go somewhere. So it's going to compile in all the streams, the little tiny creeks, and then they're going to go into streams, and then the rivers, then lakes. It was. Yeah. So I'm gonna go check that out. But this storm right here for the severe thunderstorm warning in Sparks is gonna be in the way. Sparks, Oklahoma. We're gonna call it the Warwick storm. Has a 2-inch diameter hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Yes, it does have a increased velocity couplet. A lot of lightning though with this storm. This thing would be rain wrapped. I'm assuming that the hook is somewhat in that range because it's impossible for me to see on radar. Yeah. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Boonbai or Bunbai? Boonbai? All right. We'll go switch to this one and then the Oklahoma storm. So that one really has a really cool looking hook on there. I know velocity isn't that great, but velocity could increase. We're gonna come back to this one. Looks like you are getting some really good hail with the storm. You have your hail core. Thank you everyone for subscribing and liking the video tonight. Sorry, the stream. That's what I meant to say. We are currently at 142 subscribers. We are 3 away from 145 subscribers. We're watching Oklahoma, where this is Sparks, Oklahoma. Yeah, that velocity coupling is really starting to get bad. I gotta figure out which radar tower is the best. Near San Saba. I hope I'm saying that right. Really starting to pick up some wind. I'm gonna get lightning out of here. We can do 1 minute interval. All did rain? All right. this thing does produce a tornado, it would be rain wrapped, impossible to see on radar or on the ground. Well, I'm pretty sure it's nighttime. I don't know what time zone these. I know I should know this, but I don't. Is it central daytime or is it mountain time? Not bad weather here. All right, that's good. Central, mountain time, central, or central. There's nothing on coalition coefficient, so there's no debris, so that's good. We're gonna go back up to the Oklahoma storm. You're off work? Well, welcome back. We're in Eastern time here. Cutoff is usually where is it? Lake Michigan into Indianapolis. No, sorry, not Indianapolis. Indiana. Should be a wind event up here near Chicago. Yeah. I have actually never been to Oklahoma before. But I know Ohio has a lot of tolls. What is the special marine warning for? All right, so it's wind knots of 40 knots. So the meaning of that warning is don't go boating. It's not a good idea. Yeah, don't do that either. You'll get struck by lightning. Oh yeah, is it Brandon Kopic? I either watch Brandon Kopic or Vince Wadelli. but usually when they're not on, I usually just watch myself as I stream. Yeah. The storm is really trying, but velocity is just, there's just no velocity for it. There's no indications on velocity. The storm is really trying to produce a tornado. Down here is going to clash with this big storm. That's why I kind of lost the inflow. It's being blocked by this guy down here. All these storms are being sucked in to the main storm. Let me see. Here's an example of a wind event heading towards Tipton, Oklahoma, and Frederick, Oklahoma. There's a little bit of radar distortion because you're so close to the tower. It's really got a nice inflow line. If it does go, we might see a rare tornado form. So, one by. Let me go. Yeah, let me look at that one. Yeah. Because either they just want to film or they just want to do whatever they want. Most of the time when it's storming, when people are on their phone, they're filming. Yeah, let me see. Where is that? Oh, yeah. The thing is rotating. We're at 105 subscribers and 24 likes. Thank you everyone for subscribing to the channel and liking the live stream. From our May monthly goal, we're only 5 subscribers away from 150. Yeah, there's some bad storms. We're looking at a Oklahoma storm right now near Sparks and north of McLeod. So this is a radar hole right here. There's a hole and you can't see. It's like the inflow line has been connected with the storm right here, but you can see that little small line. What happens when these two? No. Well, actually, never mind. I thought you meant that storm. But there are some storms that in Chicago right now. It's going to be going over Lake Michigan. We just got some normal thunderstorms. Plug in my phone. Yeah, you're welcome. Still a lot of wind with the storm near Tipton. You can see how this little small storm near Meeker has become alive. Yes, it does. It does look like it is getting bigger. The storm is dissipating a little bit because it's being cut off from the main airflow. You can kind of see it on radar. So here's the main airflow. It's pushing up into the storm, the Meeker storm. And it's cutting off the airflow for the spark storm. trying to see what the other storms are, and like instead of me having to scroll all the way over and look at my phone, and then I'm going to pan over on the computer. Oh, and the app that I'm using is called Radar Omega. And there's two different ones that people use. It's either Radar Scope or Radar Omega. Then, yeah. Yeah, a little small hook or a little hook in here. Echoes. It's going to take like 10-15 minutes for that thing to. We're going to have to see what that storm wants to do. Because that storm in Meeker is crushing the Spark storm. But it's cutting off all the airflow from the dry line, the inflow line. Now I'm starting to get one of those hooks. We are so close from our monthly goal. So I want to say thank you we are at 26 likes so far and 148 subscribers. Our monthly goal is 150 subscribers. We're so close. We're just one away. I don't think so. I don't have the technology to look at NextRad radar. Or the HRR model. happen? All right. I'm just going to put it out there right now. I'm a weather enthusiast. I'm not a meteorologist. I had put that in the description as of my live stream. It's just a hobby I like doing. Yeah. You know, after a year of watching Ryan Hall, y'all, I said, you know what? I am going to have. This seems like a really interesting topic. So I'm going to give it a try myself. Give it a try April 29th, or was it? No, April 1st. I gave it my first stream a try. I said, well, this is really interesting. Gone. What's gone? You can see this line, this inflow. The reason why it crushed the other storm up there is that it was this storm and the Meeker storm was crushing the inflow. I'm gonna look at the Chicago storm. I do want to look at this one. All right, so there's that hook. That's something we don't like seeing. Yeah, a lot of wind with the storm. There's that little shelf in front of the storm. Moving towards, is it? I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. I'm gonna give it a try though. Is it Wegoner? Is that it? I might have pronounced it wrong, but it's everyone's worst nightmare. Whenever you're doing weather, there's gonna be town names that pop up. Be an educated guess, not guest. If velocity was a little bit more organized, we would have had a really strong tornado. But I don't see that at the moment. Nothing on correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient, my bad. Targeting hail. We have a small hail core. So radar is marking it as 1 inch, 1.5 inch diameter hail. Wow, we hit our monthly goal of 150 subscribers. I'm going to reset the goal to 200 subscribers for May. Thank you everyone for liking this stream and subscribing to the channel. Really means a lot. Okay, we hit our goal. That's not what I wanted to do. You can see you got a lot of wind. A lot of wind right here on velocity. It'll be a windy storm. Oh. I hope this thing does not become a tornado, because nighttime tornadoes are deadly. Yes. Also, we were in a radar hole, so radar distortion area, and it's all these storms combining. Oh. So it's going to be crossing Highway 69. You are starting to see a little tighter velocity. We're going to know in the next couple of takes. We're looking at right here. So yellow, are you looking at for velocity here? That's wind. That's all wind. Well, I want to see what the storm does. If the storm tornado's out, then we'll be live for a little longer. Okay. All right. So from Sulphur Springs, Texas. I can look. I just don't have the devices, those tools. I would have to look online. I'm not a trained person to do that, but I can give it a shot for what online says. Trying to see. Trying to get the exact location on my map. So right now, if you're driving to work right now, there's absolutely nothing in the way. You're just going to have some storms to the south. You might have some storms that are pop out of nowhere, that thunderstorms. Maybe miles east of Dallas. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. So you might run into a couple of thunderstorms. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tony. Pretty nice hail core. Yeah. Well, I really hope you have a great day at work. Well, we're still looking at that storm. Is it in Wagoner, or Oklahoma? It's got some pretty nice hail on there. Look at that 2.7-inch diameter, 2-inch diameter hail. Still got that hook, but velocity, there's really no going for velocity. Still got some wind. I'm looking for a big dot in here, like a debris signature if we did have a tornado. All this other stuff is hail. This is all hail. So the black spots are hail. It goes from purple to black and then white. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. So yeah, there's a lot of wind with the storm. You have a 2-inch diameter hail and 80 miles an hour for this severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, there's a lot of wind. I mean, not really. There's nothing on velocity, and there's no collision coefficient debris signature. So we just got that's large. We just got a magnitude reading of 3.25 inch diameter hail from this hail core. That's massive. All right, yeah, you too. Yes, that. Well, depends on what type of. I don't know what the siding's called on the roof. That depends on how much you got. It will cause roof damage. This is 2 minutes old data. This is current, almost concurrent. We just hit 1,002 views for this live stream today. You got 30 likes and 151 subscribers. Thank you everyone so much for all the support tonight. storm actually might. The storm actually might weaken. Because when you have all these storms that are going to form, they're going to cut off this line. Wow, we've been live for over 3.5 hours so far. That's a long time. We're going back to that storm. So the storm near Tipton is completely gone. I'd actually like to see what happened. Yeah. I mean, that is a fact. I can't believe that storm just disappeared. Yeah, that storm in Oklahoma has expired a little bit. It is done. Yeah, but you got a really nice windstorm in Wagoner. Now, if we did see a very tight velocity signature on the storm, it would be a very deadly tornado. Winds are slowing. Still at the storm's still reading at 80 miles an hour, so that's and you almost have 100% humidity. Well, that really doesn't help the storm. It just makes it stronger. want to say thank you to everyone for liking the stream. The original goal was 5 likes tonight. We smashed that goal incredibly. We're at 32 likes so far. What the? What the? That's not good. That does not look like a friendly storm. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, it just boom. It just combined. Got a pretty good hail core. What's going to happen with the storm is that they're going to extend the severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, you got a big hail. Yeah. That's what I'm kind of seeing here, but it just might just come back in. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm just really tired. I can't say one more thing is that we got this still got this giant hail core. I'm gonna say thank you to the new subscribers for joining the community tonight. We got 35 likes. We smashed that goal. We hit our monthly goal of 150. Just want to say thank you everyone for tuning in for tonight's stream. It really means a lot. If the storms are good tomorrow, we'll be live again. If they're not, then unfortunately we won't be live. But there are times of more severe weather that are coming this week. Just want to say thank you again, and thank you for tuning into this stream.